Hey guys, it's Tarkin coming at you with another game of Hardcore Minecraft. And I think in this episode we're just going to mess around a little bit, get into a boat and go somewhere. I, of course, am much too full in the inventory as I often am. This is not really enough steaks and breads to be traveling with for a great distance. Decisions. I could just go and make some bread first. That would be practical. I used to think I'd be different when I got older, but I still don't manage the inventory in video games very well. You know, sometimes you change it, sometimes you don't. This shield is almost popped due to various traumatic happenings. Do I have spares? Yeah, they'll be in town though. Because all I really want to do is, yeah, we'll just grab this food, some torches, and I think I have a boat. I usually have boats places, so I'm sure whenever we go to the shore, we'll be able to run into one. Because I just need a few more samples of things. We've never been to a desert. We've never been to a swamp. I've actually not been to a swamp in any hardcore world, I don't think, and not really in my survival world either, not that I recall. If I had found one, it probably would have made me uncomfortable, and I would have run away from it. I don't think it's really worthwhile to bring anything else with us. Maybe some emeralds in case there is a wandering trader, but I think even that's just like a little unnecessary. My home's gonna crack though, so I definitely need to get another one of those. That's what I needed to do. I need enough emeralds for a helmet. And I think we're mainly just gonna sell, yeah, probably just the normal biological merchandise. We're just going to calmly run up and down this row here. Just a little bit of melons. I dream of having more. This isn't very many. But on the same consideration, like, you know, I never farm them all. So I guess it is enough. We're just gonna get a couple of dozen gourds. Check out a couple of more chests. There's probably some over in this one near where the farmer works. Because I am usually just throwing stuff everywhere, seeing what fits. Alright, there was not, but now I've got enough to get a couple dozen emeralds, and that should be enough to get a diamond helmet. I could just make a diamond helmet, but that is not what I want to spend my diamonds on. I only have like 8 diamonds. I've gone through a lot to get them, so I don't want to just be giving them away to anyone. Alright, this is only 15 emeralds. That wasn't nearly enough pumpkins. But first I should chat with the armor smith. He's got goggles. Alright, so 19. It actually is nearly enough. is gonna let us get a couple more pumpkins. Yeah, we'll just need another small handful. And after a nice day of farming pumpkins, then we can finally get into the boat and get into an adventure. We have Aqua Affinity on it, but if I go out without water breathing on my helmet, I'll likely get into trouble. If I just commit to staying on the surface, I won't. Oh, that's right, the creeper explosion. Well, I really hate those guys. We're just going to throw some stones down. And you know, this'll protect the landscape from harm in the future. No, okay. So that is absolutely not the way to use a shovel. I think we'll just crash for the night. Maybe collect a bunch of chickens. That is a euphemism for hitting them with a sword. Do I have cobble yet? Because I don't. I think using a diamond sword to cull chickens is a waste. This farmer always just like stands off by himself. He's like a real farmer, you know. He's sort of had it with others. Alright, the bad news is that I didn't come down here with any inventory space, which I'm just gonna ignore that it happened and not do anything over there, because the only way to properly engage in denial is to like run with it as soon as it occurs to you that you could. And of course, shortly after thinking that I need to get all of my inventory sorted out so that I have plenty of space in it, I don't have space again. But we're relatively close to it, because some of this is just, you know, like the accidents of the time. One of those is a bow that I could always get rid of. One of them is a shield. That's not really one of the slots, though. That's inaccurate. The shields we can just buy for emeralds at any time, or even make out of iron now that I have an embarrassingly large amount of it. But we're level 32, and you know what that means. It means we could enchant one item. I think... yeah, we'll just burn the enchantment on this one, on the helm, and hope for a better roll. Because underwater mining speed, like, it is good, but if I don't get breath on it, I'm not going to be wanting to spend time mining underwater anyway. And it's promising Blast Protection 4, which is not what I want. If I put a level 1 enchantment on it, then I can just burn it right off and try for another level 3 enchantment. And that does work. Alright, so we get Prot 3, which is not the most amazing thing, but it's quite good. And we'll just put the Lapis up. I mean, Prot 3 is 12% damage reduction. It's incredibly strong. I shouldn't say it's not that good. It's the second highest level of protection, and it definitely is going to make our journey a little safer. But we're not going to go on an incredible journey. This is probably just going to be a little journey. We're going to go in a direction that I haven't really gone, and we're going to see if we see anything new there. We're going to try not to be gone from home too long, but it just occurs to me that I almost struck out without saying goodbye to Garuda. You never want to do that, you know, it's, you never know when the last time you're going to get to say goodbye to your pet is, so you always want to make sure to feed them delicious watermelon seeds. If that's what they're into. Here you go, Garuda. Sorry, buddy. But we are about to strike off into the great relatively known. It's going to be exciting, unless it isn't. The boots won't break on this trip. The boots will be fine. I don't think we're really missing anything else on this trip. A brush. I should bring a brush. There's all sorts of interesting brushable things. I think there's like an advancement to brush an armadillo, so that'll be a thing to keep my eye out for. Theoretically, I might want leather boots in case I see some snow so I can walk around on it. Just when I said I was ready to go. We're not going to make too much of a thing out of that though. As it happens, I happen to know where I can find leather. Alright, looks like enough for some boots. Oh, well, you know, it turns out I already had some leather there, which I would have remembered if I had tried to access that from memory, but it didn't seem important to me at the time. We're gonna get this boat with a chest in it, which we're gonna get into because it is a boat. But I don't trust the boats with chests. It's too easy for them to break. Speaking of, I wonder if I'm supposed to leave the nether portals active when I'm not around. They like create danger for others. But I haven't seen anybody crawl out of one yet, so I haven't seen any like people or golems or whatnot wander into the nether either, for that matter, so. No, I don't think I've gone this direction, like, basically ever. So we're gonna go that way. So over that way, that's where, like, the first dirt house was, where we met Garuda on this world, again, but where we met him on this world for the first time. And then there's the roof of the faraway village. And the Tower of Grief ruins are in that direction, so we're just going to go this way. See what we can see. I do want to get like lots of flower samples. Obviously, if there's like a cherry grove, that would be a thing that I'm interested in. even though I don't have an iron hoe with me. I don't have any iron, so getting tree samples would be like a little bit slow, but not like obnoxiously arduously so. What on earth? Okay. This is a little tower. Maybe an archaeology site. Very curious. I think maybe it's just that it generated slightly above water, right? And so there's sourcing blocks that we normally wouldn't see. Every time there's one of these, it seems like, yep, there we go. Oh, he's carrying a little shell. But yeah, there we go. Nautilus shell, very cool. This is regular gravel. Is there suspicious gravel around? Yeah, that one looks paler, so this is a darker one. No, that's just light. We need to be looking for, like, the patterns of modeling on them. Oh, right, I don't have water breathing. Well, this is a bad time to get distracted by the way that things look underwater, huh? Alright, so I don't have water breathing. But I swear I saw where a suspicious gravel was, because it's like the patterns on the top of it looked very slightly different. This one here. Nope, I'm dumb. Alright, we're just going to get the chest. We're going to break what's above it. And we're coming on nighttime now, so I'm just going to toss the bed here and sleep in the middle of the ocean. What could go wrong? And when the morning comes, we'll just make our way to the boat and continue our search for beautiful things in beautiful places. For surprising horses, and ooh, look at that. A massive, massive cave underneath, like an outcropping there. So we're gonna, I don't expect we're gonna find anything monumental besides the beauty of the place itself. Oh, and as I say that, well, we are gonna collect a bunch of flowers just for funsies. Did I drop my sword? Where did I... What have I done with my diamond sword? Alright, I now have to retrace my steps to find my sword. I was in the water with it. I saw it when I switched. Did I put it into the chest? It couldn't have been broken. It had a ton of life on it. What's actually wrong with me? Alright, I did not lose it there. Did it break when I hit the zombie? That doesn't make sense, because, yeah, that was before anyway. Well, I guess maybe I threw it on the ground? I need to rebind it where, like, my drop item is, like, the safety on a gun. Okay, there it is. Like, where if I don't, like, squeeze the bottom of the mouse with a certain amount of force, it won't let me physically drop the item. It's just like, nope, you're gonna want that. Alright, back to my flower gathering expedition. And also, a shipwreck inside of a beach, which is super cool. Don't know if we've seen that before. This is a nice little Nice little area here. So rather than dig the whole thing up, we're going to... Alright, yeah. We're going to go in intelligently. I've got protection, but no speed and no water breathing, so this is going to have to be quick. Should have brought doors. I don't know why I go out with minimal preparation, and I think we're just going to, you know, we'll come back for the other chest eventually. I don't have good stuff with me. My inventory is already full of junk, and I am barely closer to before it to discovering anything. A classic adventure. Well, we're going to keep on running in this direction because at the very least, if we see something that's vaguely cool looking, that sort of validates the adventure. We can run off into the distance. I will say that cave does look very striking, like just the gaping maw of despair and shadow. And that is why we are headed right for it. Unless there's a significant geographical barrier in the middle, in which case we will head vaguely in the direction of it. Alright, it is... You know, I bet it's going to be boring. But it looks cool from far away. There's a lot of stuff in life like that. Alright. Big, beautiful, dangerous open area. Whole bunch of spiders. Couple dumb zombies. You know, I don't know what I expected. Not really that interested in prosecuting the fight. We'll just lure them out into the sun while they burn up. Or, you know, they can stay in the shadow. Totally up to them. Not like telling them how to live. It's actually, it reminds me of playing like really early in a hardcore game where you're just like exploring a lot, looking for resources, and like haven't settled down yet. But I needed this little reprieve. It had been too intense going to the Nether. I needed to run around, see the beautiful green grass before me. Not feel afraid. But we're definitely getting some pretty striking geography appearing in the distance. Looks just like a couple of big hills, but anywhere where there's a valley in between them is bound to be at least a little bit interesting. Sort of like a mesa thing going on here. And then over there, legitimately floating islands in the sky. Little miniature ones. There's probably a biome that looks like you're in Chrono Trigger. Oh no, I can't jump anymore because I jumped so much. Classic. And then it looks like there we've got access to a dripstone cave, which is not where we're going. We want to have a shimmering and pleasant time. Hey, flower forest. I dropped my lava bucket. Amazing. Alright, so, in conclusion... I don't think bees get mad if you just, like, take flowers, but we'll find out. Because we are going to want to just get so many of these. They're so pretty. And then I can build a little artificial one down around where I hang my hat. Is that just like a spindly cow? Okay, yeah. It looked funny, but I think it was just because he was like right in the frame with a lot of the shipwreck there, so it gave me a little optical illusion. But we're definitely in a flower forest, the best kind of forest. It is the forest of a florist. And because we may not necessarily come this way again, we are just raiding it. And I think I already don't have enough space for all of the different kinds of flower. Which, you know, what am I even supposed to do? Get rid of my boat? No, I can't do that. The Nautilus shell? Clearly not. This bow. Because I need orange tulips. I need too many of these flowers. Did I already have an orange tulip slot? I did. Okay. Well, that's alright then. Alright. Now, armed with the fear of fall damage and even more inventory space. There's still probably some of these I'm not picking up, isn't there? There's so many of these I'm not picking up. We're going to get rid of the flint and steel because we're not going to need to start fires here. We're going to get rid of the steak because I've got other food in larger amounts. I'm going to throw the bed on the ground. Still need the bed. But speaking of bed, it's getting a little bit late for me. That is the sound of a zombie or a creeper. We're just going to little bit of distance, look around, see what's going on. Possibly underground. We see here that the flowers have generated on the side of this geographical formation, which is pretty nice. You know, everywhere you turn in a flower forest, more beauty. And, of course, my destruction of it is not meant to diminish it, but merely to, you know, enable other people to see the beauty. Man, there's so many of them. So many flowers, and then one day I can plant all of them haphazardly in a different location. Just like I always wanted. Speaking of just like I always wanted, it appears that there's a shipwreck on this beach. Not buried, though, which makes it a very attractive shipwreck. Some of it beneath water. You know, like a boat would be. Practical. Grab a map, come up here for the upper chest. Do I leave the gold? I mean, it seems bad to leave gold, but I don't care. I'd rather have flowers. It's just a couple pieces of gold anyway. And I do have, like, way more gold than flowers. It looks like we are actually very close to this treasure. So we might as well go to try to dig it up. That kind of sounded like an arrow, but it really could have been anything at this point. I think it is the percussion in the song. Oh, a village. Magnificent. And a cleric tower there, so a very nice village find indeed. Looks like it's a mix of different styles, or maybe there's just like a special building there I haven't seen that's got like a lot more stone than I'm used to. We'll check it out. First, through a spyglass. Oh yeah, so that building there definitely has like a very, very peculiar stone structure on the side. Probably some kind of blacksmith thing. There's a grindstone and all, so I just haven't seen one before. Even from far away, I could tell that it was pretty unique, though. And it would be so awesome to... You load into a world, right? This is far away from spawn, but like if you load in, you find one of these ships, like you don't even have to really get underwater for it. And then you pull up the map, and it leads you, like, across the water. Like, okay, go nuts. Obviously, we don't know what's going to be in it yet, but it could be good. And I'm thinking... that we're going to find it just, like, right in here. Apparently wrong. The thing about treasure maps is that, there you go. Sometimes all you have to do is complain a little bit, and you'll find out a solution. Sometimes that doesn't work at all. Now I really have to get working on this. Alright, we're going to leave the bread, because I can't leave a diamond. We're going to take the heart of the sea. Probably? You know, you find these all over the place. We're going to leave the poppies, because the poppies grow everywhere. Do I leave that much gold? Do I leave that many emeralds? Man. This is why I shouldn't be wealthy. We're going to leave the cornflowers, because we see them all over the place. And, alright, yeah, there you go. So, if you were better at finding treasure, yeah, you would be able to go there, get one diamond, which you could get to make a diamond shovel out of. And that's an actual thing you can do. I remember a couple hardcore worlds ago when I met a pink sheep out in the world. That was pretty unique. I wonder when I'll see another one of those. I've seen a lot of sheep. I don't know what's up with lava pools. I think they might just randomly generate places. They do seem to cause people a lot of grief on occasion. Dark oak. Okay, there you go. It's like they looked a little weird, but it's just dark oak. Alright, so this building is a blacksmith's, But it's like a good one, right? He's got 2 furnaces stacked on top of each other. They have lava. They have lava. And they have a chest with good stuff in it? With a diamond? Are you joking? Okay. With, yeah, horse armor and then, like, armor pre-made. Pretty amazing stuff. I guess I've seen the armor smith with the stuff on the dummies, but there's a blacksmith as well who, well, has access to a chest with at least the possibility of having a diamond in it. I don't know if they always have one, but I doubt they always would. Minecraft is a game that likes its random generation. Speaking of, we've got another portal over there, but I think we'll take this opportunity to end the video and go around and explore a little more with a little fresh time. Alright, so this is... the stained glass indicates for a cleric tower as well. So they have 2 in this village, unless this is 2 villages. They do have the 2 styles. So, terracotta building cleric tower here, and then another one here. I assume, yeah, it does have the brewing stand in it. Looking around for interesting things with my spyglass, as one does. So yeah, we'll just go over to that portal and raid it, and... you know, my inventory is terribly full of all of these flowers. Perhaps I should head home in the next video. Or I could put all the flowers in the boat with the chest and pretend that it's not going to get broken up eventually. These are all things I could do. But what I am going to do right now is go ahead and get this ended. So thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Really hope you've enjoyed. And I hope you'll come and see me in the next video.